We are in set two of the 1984 French Open between Yvonne Lendl and John McEnroe. The first set was won by McEnroe 6-3. It was a fairly close set, but McEnroe got a break and was able to hold his serve easily. So he won that first set. We went into the second set with Lendl serving first. But before I get into that, I have to really um, give it to Bud Collins. I remember enjoying him when I was young, but now I enjoy him even more, actually. Just some of the quips that he would have. When McEnroe hit a chip shot deep to Lendl, he said Pythagoras couldn't handle that angle. So I enjoyed that one. He said McEnroe's confidence was as high as the Eiffel Tower. After Lendl missed a couple of forehands, he said Ivan is naked out here if he can't hit that forehand. Um, One time Lendl came up and missed a volley. He said he did the right thing by coming in, but he doesn't have a volley. Just a lot of good quips, but he also has good analysis of the what's going on strategically and how they're playing and so forth. So enjoy Bud Collins. Dick Enberg is always great too. He set him up very well. But to get to the match, first set or second set started. Lendl was actually off to a good start. He won the first three points of the first game. He was up 40 love, and he was going to look like he was going to go up one love. And then McEnroe ran off 5 points in a row to win that game, break him to go to one love, and then McEnroe held it serve on his second game, so he had won 9 points in a row to get a quick advantage up two love. McEnroe held it, broke Lendl again, and then held serve, and he was up four love just like that. And I guess that would be considered the low point of the match for Lendl. Right there, he was down 3-6, love four. He had lost 10 of the first 13 games to McEnroe. And in these first four games of the second set, McEnroe was just dominating. He was coming up to the net and just getting so many easy points, overhead smashes, just little drop volleys, all kinds of volleys on Lendl. Um, Lendl couldn't really figure out what to do. So in a second, I'll explain kind of what he's tried to start doing. But McEnroe was doing that sort of overhand backhand that he would hit in and chip at right off the serve and come in and follow it into the net. So not only did he have his dominating serve, which included some kick serves, but he was able to get to the net on Lendl's serve too. And Lendl's serve wasn't threatening him at all, surprisingly. He was able to get up to the net quite a bit, and that's how he gained the advantage on the defense. A couple things Lendl started to do, which we'll see if carried through the rest of the match. But Lendl started moving up on McEnroe's serve much closer to the baseline. Before he was a few steps behind the baseline, um, probably too deep. He was just trying to get McEnroe's serve back, but by the time he came back, McEnroe was already up by the tee and he was ready for his volley and put away. The other thing Lendl started doing was serve and volley. So at first it went really poorly, but then he missed a couple shots, and that's what led Collins to make that point. If McEnroe had time to wind up and hit the shot that he wanted, then Lendl had trouble with the volleys. But he had a couple nice serving volleys. Ended up holding his serve twice. Um, so he did manage to get it to 6-2. But McEnroe again was able to hold his serve very easily. At one point, Dick Enberg said that McEnroe had 60% of his first serves in, and of those, he was winning 83% of those points. So 83% is 5 out of 6, which really shows that Lendl can't break McEnroe if he continues with that. So we'll see if he continues serving so well. Um, so in sum, I mean, McEnroe definitely dominated this set in the way that he didn't dominate the first set, and it looked like he had figured it out. Lendl was trying to change the pace or change the trajectory of the match by coming in a little bit on the serve or doing some serve and volley, but really he was at a loss for how to return McEnroe's serve, and he was having trouble holding his own serve. So it looks looks like McEnroe's going to be able to move on and close out the match, but we'll see how that goes, of course. But again, McEnroe's up 2 sets to love, 6-3, 6-2. And next video will be about the third set.